Greetings, goddesses and gods. It's been a while. As I always say, it's been a while, because it's been a while. So I know I ain't been on the YouTubes for a minute. I know I've been posting my TikToks on there, doing things over there, and whatnot. But I figured I'd jump on here, just to, what's been going on, update, or rather. But Sikidi Sudromaha, Yashdi, Holome, Nikiti Kotoroika, Hachtambo, Hodoremane, Disto Kumwea. So I've been pondering, mostly just been inside, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to clear my head, trying to reprogram my mind, trying to reprogram the habits, the negative, the destructive habits that have been going on. Really trying to thwart shit away. Just because I don't want to keep the experience rolling, I don't want to keep experiencing the same way. I don't want to keep experiencing the same road. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. So it has to be evolved. So I guess this is the Arcturians. And from everything I read and everything I listen to, everything goes back to the imagination, the power of the imagination. So what I've learned, what I've actually been doing is, playing a role, playing a role in the mental realm. And this is how, everything's, you hear all these, everything's bad, everything this, that, this is going on, and this, and then we start to think, and then we start to create fear, the emotions of fear. So the emotions of fear gather up, and then we start getting all these other emotions of anger and fear, so then we get paranoid. And it's really just a movement of our own mind. It's a thought. It's just a thought. We think and we take it seriously, and our imagination goes crazy on it. So we start building up this world where people are out to get you, and all these things. Oh, watch out! The virus is coming, and all this stuff, right? Everything that you see on all the anger that that this planet has experienced with the whole political world, with the whole Trump. All these things are to make us down, And then we start to use the imagination in the wrong way. See, we're using it for a destructive purpose. So what I've done is, okay, these a scenario going on in my mind that, something is happening, or something happens where, maybe I get pushed or something, or I see a dog chasing me, some weird shit, right? Doesn't matter what it is. Let's just say someone's trying to start shit with you. What I like to do is, these are for the Arcturians. So technically what I like to do is play this image in my mind that totally goes against what's going on, and I make myself like a superhero or a god or a powerful whatever angel, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But play a superhero in your mind. And you can play the superhero part. And you can just imagine a whole scenario that you're on top, you know what I'm saying? That you took care of the situation. You see? And after doing this repetitively, okay, because you got to make it a habit. People say, well, I use my imagination all the time. Yeah, but are you making it a habit? You see, people use their imagination to make themselves broke, make themselves appear broke, where they believe they don't have any money because we don't have any money. You see, that's a habit. That's a lot of, you go ask anybody out here, and it's always about money. Nobody has money, but here you're eating at a fucking restaurant and you don't have any money. You got a phone. You see what I'm saying? They believe they don't have any money. They probably have everything. You go to the house and they got all this shit everywhere, and decorations, and they probably got 4 kids. I'm nothing. This is just my experience. So we need to change the perception of how we view money. You see, shit like that. But you can play this whole scenario in your mind where you actually see $1 million going into your bank account, or you're collecting checks, $50,000 a month. You see them, you put it in your bank. Play this game out, you see, constantly, you see, and it's a habitual. So, because the subconscious mind is habitual, right? Compulsive. So we constantly get on this crazy imagination, you see. But the problem is the imagination has been stripped from us. And it really started when Trump became president. Before that, because that's when the anger of the planet started, really. But you can go back further, but this boosted it, right? Nobody wanted this person to do anything for some crazy reason. Now, I don't believe in this bullshit because it's a game, but it's entertainment, but it's still controlling people because the power of suggestion is real, and the power of suggestion. Negative programming would be a better word, but the power of suggestion is someone saying, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's against the law." Or, "You can't do that. You're too old. You don't got no money. You don't know people." You see? So it just strips it. It strips it. And so the power of suggestion is suggesting us. It's influencing us rather to speak and act and do things in such a way they want you to do. And they're doing it's working perfectly. The plan is going as planned. You see, nobody sees that, but the plan is going as planned. Because I know that my future will be the likeness and imagery of my habitual thinking. It's all about practice, all about make a new habit. You see, get out of the habit of believing that you don't have money because you're driving a car. You have money right there. You have 400, or you got $1,000 piece of what I'm not saying, but just an example. But you got $1,000 right there. What's the problem? But it's real big where I run into. That's just it's like common. It's a common theme. And here and then what happens is so we give this power away to the economy. So we're giving the power into that instead of having faith. So we're putting faith into the economy. The economy's doing it. I'm this because the economy. No. You're giving power to an external thing. I know, people say, "Oh, you can't get by and do this when it's the economy is making everything." Well, you are. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts about it are. This is all experience and observation through my own mental examining, whatever you want to call it. This is, because someone else is going to see this whole differently. They see it all differently. The whole key is really the bottom line. You think about it. The whole key to all of it is use the imagination, right? Bring back the imagination, okay? Because what we feel, we attract, and what we imagine, we become. Bring that back, and then the whole idea is to promote the divinity within yourself and to arise or awaken the divinity of other people. And that is the whole ball of wax. Sweet. Yeah, right on. So that's the whole ball of wax, yo. Is to promote the divinity within yourself, so you're spreading divinity, you see. And then all this whole practice of being a superhero in your mind will crowd out the suggestions, will crowd out the power of other people's suggestions toward you, to try to get you to move a certain way and act and think and do all this shit a certain way. So yeah. But what I'm finding out through the experience of questioning people, questioning other people, asking them things about, how do you see life, and what do you call success, and what is your definition of success, or whatever. And a lot of times, I really see people just go crazy with their imagination and run wild with the idea of they're broke and they can't do this because they're old, or they got kids, or whatever the excuse is, you see. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I've been through that. I'm still going through excuses. I'm putting excuses on my physical being, you know what I'm saying, and my circumstances. It's not the job, it's me. I'm the job, you see. But what the reality is I'm not the job anymore, and I don't want to be the job, because God has something higher for me to do now. God has a higher purpose for me, all of us, you see. So we have to be higher than where we're at. In order to do that, we have to think like that and act like that. And what's funny is when you start thinking and acting like that, when you think and act like that, so you're on that frequency. That's the difference between frequency. So you results. A lot of times, people let their current situation of their life dictate their results, their goal. You see, so we're always going to get the same thing, because we're always dependent on these results. You know what I'm saying? You can't be dependent on results. You got to be dependent on changing your way of thinking. If somebody says, I want to be a millionaire, okay, you can see all these things, do all this stuff, and I'm doing all these mental things, but are you talking and you acting like it? You know what I'm saying? Are you acting like a millionaire? I mean, are you acting like it? There's ways to do it, without money. Period. So once you think and act like you're a millionaire, whatever it is your goal, you'll start attracting new results. You see, that was the thing with the frequencies. Because here we go, it's all frequency, it's all energy. That's all anything is. That's all we are. That's all this window is. That's what the tree is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all here for a purpose. The tree gives life. We should give life. Who are we giving life? We don't give life to shit. Well, I never did. I never give life to nobody. I didn't give a fuck but myself. You see? So I was the devil, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's the power of imagination, the power of suggestion. You always catch myself. See, that's the thing, is if you can, this is real. I'm going to break it down right here. Real conscious living. Okay, you can tell people about consciously, ask them, do you live consciously? Oh yeah, I live consciously. But then you hear them in the background talking about their neighbor, talking about their coworkers in a disgruntled way. You're not living consciously, because you wouldn't say shit like that. You see, there's a poison pocket in the mind when something comes about, triggers. There's an example. I know no one's gonna listen to this shit, but anyway. Okay, I used to cut the grass over at this winery by my house. It was $150 to cut it. Well, the dude started, and I worked previously with this cat, filling wine and shit, right? And so what happened was, and I kept hearing he's funny with the pay, you know what I'm saying? And he'd always be late and always just weird things, right? Letting shit build up. And then came time to, grass cutting season. Started, hey, you want to cut the grass? And I said, yeah, grass. And I was like 100. He's like, somebody was doing it for this much and that much. I was like, all right, $150. Yeah. So I was rocking it out. He paid for the first 3 months or whatever. And then a few months go by. And next thing you know, we're up to $1,100. And I was like, dude, I can't. I'm done. I'm not going to continue here. So I got all this story in it, but anything, it all turned shady, you see. So now the way we're programmed is to go negative attacks on it. Well, you see, the motion you put into that, you're creating more of that, more emotions coming in effect. Just that simple fact that he's doing this to me. You're making him angry. You're making him make you angry. $1,100 is a lot of money. I've been outside all day. So what I do is put that superhero. So every time, and then when I go to my job down the street, or I work on a farm, so when I go to the farm down the street, I pass the winery all the time. The first time I was ever coming back, when I was mowing, when this happened, when I was mowing, I was seeing bad things happen to him. You see what I'm saying? I was seeing bad shit happening to this dude. And I realized that was wrong. It doesn't matter. $1,100 will come back to me in one way or another. You just don't know. You know how the universe pays you or get you what you're doing, or get you what you want. But so what I started doing was just every time I drove by there, I see me and him standing there laughing, drinking some wine, telling him he looks good. He says, I look good. I said, you're doing good over here. Everything's all straight. No mention about any money, nothing. You see, I'm changing the picture in my mind, creating a different emotion. You see, this is real, right here. This is real journeying, right here. Real journeying is in your mind. It's all in your imagination as well. So, many weeks of doing this, and just kind of, then I started to do it everywhere. Everyone I saw, I would give like a blessing, give them like, I would see money fall down on them, right? And just say like, God loves you, God cares for you. God's wealth is always circulating in your life. God's healing power is flowing through you. I see God in you, you see God in me. I repeat stuff like this all the time, everywhere I go. You see, changing that mental image in my mind. So now it's gonna, come to reality, come to physical reality. And the mysterious thing is you get paid, you get whatever it is, mysteriously. You see, it's sort of like an anomaly. It's like an anomaly, right? That's all this is an anomaly. So, I don't know, guys. Like, it's like we're constantly in an anomaly. I can't want to keep saying anomaly. Wow, I think I just discovered a new light code. Alright, well, that's a little talk for now, and I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to upload this on Spotify. Okay? I'm going to get this uploaded on Spotify, and you can go watch the whole thing. Like a live freestyle podcast, you know what I mean? Freestyling. We're just freestyling. You see, there's no writing, nothing. But the real pen is the conscious mind. The pen, the conscious mind writes in the subconscious. Right? And so whatever we habitually, just imagine how the habitual thinking and the thoughts that we're putting in the subconscious. It's all negative. Most of it, when they say 70, 80%. And I'm not blaming. Now, I'm not blaming Trump. I'm not blaming religion. I'm not blaming any of this nonsense that's distracting us. I'm not putting any blame on that. I put blame on me. And if you're a real seeker, you know that you got part to blame too. Real seekers will know that. That holy shit. That was all us. We did all that. And nothing will change until the minds of the millions of people change. Period. And it's easy to do that now because when we are in that fucking fear state, we're amenable to suggestion. We're can be highly influenced in this state. And then that's it. So if you're really listening to this, give this a like, comment, give me a smile face, a sunshine. I don't give a shit what it is. I don't care if it's negative because you know what? It ain't. I can't give it. It's gonna rebound back to you because I can't give it. So think. That's what they don't want, is thinking and imagination. Bad things, bad ideas. Just look at them. I don't want to get into it. There's no need. There's no need. God takes care of it. God loves it. God controls it. God's healing energy, power is flowing in there. It's dealing with it. It's loving it. All right. I love you guys. Thank you, Arcturian. I'll see you soon. I love you guys. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Just bear with me. Okay, I love you guys.